land, building, machinery, furniture, motor car. Intangible assets are goodwill, patents and trademark. Debit side shows assets and expenses. Credit side shows income and liability. Every expense should be shown separately or it can be deducted from reserved surplus. So what we have to do here, you have to learn the note number and what are the items comes under note number, you have to learn. Hello my dear students, I am Dr. B.S. Subramanya, called by name Dr. BSS, Professor in Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram First Aid College, a Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. In this session, I am going to hand Corporate Accounting 1, 3rd semester, Unit 5, Session 1 in favor of final accounts of a joint stock company. Now, the pattern of the ADP is now you have to prepare a statement of profit and loss account and a balance sheet as per vertical column. Question paper is changed. You have to prepare statement of profit. Here you have to prepare a statement of profit account and a balance sheet under vertical column. So first I will give the format of that vertical column, then we'll go to problem. Now we'll move on. Final accounts of a company, a statement of profit and loss and a balance sheet we have to prepare. Statement of profit and loss, how the format goes. Revenue from operation, first one, it is nothing but a sales minus sales return. Then other income, I given only 4 format: discount received, commission received, share transfer fees, other received. Any amount received should be taken into consideration. It's a total revenue called this as A. First is revenue from operation, sales by return. Any other incomes are there, will come here. Total revenue, first you have to do that. Then expenses, cost of goods purchase is schedule number 9. You have to make the note of that. It is as per the Companies Act of 2013. You have to do like this one. Change of inventory, opening stock minus closing stock. Then employee benefit expenses, salary, wages. I will give the detail of that transactions. Then we'll have the finance cost, interest on debenture, interest on any financial expectancies. Then depreciation, amortization, selling and distribution expenses, other operating expenses. You must learn that note number. Goods purchased is 9. Change of inventory, no. Employee benefit expense is 10. Finance cost is 11. Depreciation amortization 12. Selling and distribution expense 13. Other operating expense 14. These are all the total expenses. We'll move on. So we have calculated the revenue. We have calculated the expenses. Profit before taxation A minus B. Minus provision for taxation should be deducted. Difference is after taxation. Then transfer to reserve as per the adjustment. You have to calculate 10% on 5,75,000. That is your proposed dividend. Then come back here. Format, shareholders fund, share capital, reserve and surplus 2, non-current liabilities, long-term loan is 3, current liability and provision is note number 4. Then non-current fixed asset, tangible means land, building, machinery, furniture, motor car. Intangible assets are goodwill, patents and trademark. Then current asset, trade receivable, bills receivable plus debtor. Inventory means closing stock, cash in hand, cash at bank. 8, total asset. Total liability should be equal to total asset. Then we'll move on to problem now. So we will give the trial balance and adjustment. You have to prepare statement of profit and loss account and a balance sheet of a company. Okay. So debit side shows assets and expenses. Credit side shows income and liability. I will repeat. Debit side shows assets and expenses. Credit side shows income and liability. The items in the trial balance should appear only once. The items in the adjustment should appear twice. I will repeat. The items trial balance should appear only once. The items in the adjustment should appear twice. So, opening stock, manufacturing expenses, insurance and expenditure, purchase with regards of goods purchase, salary will come in employee benefit, wages will come in employee benefit, building is a fixed asset, tangible asset, general expenses is other expenditure, power and PL is a expenditure, plant and machinery is a fixed tangible asset, director and auditor fees is a operating expenses, share capital will come schedule number 1. Sales is revenue from operation, profit and loss account, profit of the last year, miscellaneous receipt is other income, debenture is a long-term loan, general expenditure and expenditure, creditor is a current liability, unclaimed dividend is a current liability, share transfer fee is a miscellaneous receipt, advertisement is an expenditure, furniture is a tangible asset, debtor is a current asset, cash in hand is a current asset. Every expense should be shown separately or it can be deducted from reserved surplus. Discount receipt is other income. Closing stock, double adjustment, RBD, you have to make it RBD and debtor, make provision for tax and deduct from profit and loss account, then it will come under current liability. Transfer 60,000 to general reserve, this will be deducted from profit and it will come on the liability of the balance sheet. You have to create depreciation on building and machinery. Then it should be deducted from the building, deducted from machinery. It's a proposed dividend should be calculated on paid up capital. So revenue from operation is 10 lakh. Other receipts, miscellaneous receipts is 400. Transfer fees is 500. Discount receipt is 2,500. Totally it becomes 3,400 rupees. If we add, it is 10 lakh 3,400. Come back to expenditure. Goods purchases, note number 9. 2,30,000. Change of inventory. Opening stock minus closing stock. Then employee benefit, separate working note has been shown. 10. Finance cost 11. Then depreciation amortization, depreciation on fixed asset, land and building, amortization of goodwill. Totally it work out 1,03,750. Selling and distribution 3,000. Other expenses 77,000. So for these items, a separate note will be prepared. Working note will be prepared. So this is your expenditure is B, A, B. Profit before taxation A minus B is 1,52,450 minus provision for taxation as per the adjustment is 25,000. This is profit after taxation minus transfer to reserve fund 60,000. Proposed dividend is 57,500. If we deduct now, your surplus or profit carried forward is 9,950. Come back here, your working note, share capital issued and paid up 5,75,000, reserve and surplus, general reserve is 1 lakh, transfer to reserve 60,000, it become 1,60,000. Profit of the last year as per the trial balance 51,250. Profit of the year is 9,950. Out of that, if you deduct the preliminary expenses, 27,500, it becomes 33,700. It works out 1,93,700. Long-term loan is debenture is 1,40,000. Then current liability, trade payable creditor is 1,26,000. Unclaimed dividend as per the trial balance is 4,350. Provision for dividend is taxation 57,500. Provision for taxation is 25. This is proposed dividend. Provision for dividend means proposed dividend. This is 10% on share capital. Provision for taxation as per adjustment. Total current liabilities for provision 2,12,850. Come back here. Tangible asset, building minus depreciation, machinery minus division, furniture, no division 25,000. Totally 7,71,250. First, you have to make the working note. Then trade receivable debtor minus RBD. Closing stock is inventory. Cash and cash equivalent, cash in hand is 35,500. Cost of goods purchase is 2,30,000. Employee benefit expenses, salary 1,78,000. Wages 28,000. It becomes 2,06,500. Finance, there is no finance cost. Division and amortization, division on building 47,500, on machinery 56,250. Total it becomes 1,03,750. Selling and distribution, advertisement is 3,000. All expenses should be put it here. Manufacture expenses 29,500. Insurance 20,500. General expenses 7,000. Power and fuel 6,500. Director and audit fees 9,000. Bad debt and plus new RBD 5,200. Total expenditure is 77,000 and all the expense will be dumped here 77,700. Come back to balance sheet. Share capital 1, 5,75,000. Reserve surplus as per the working note 1,93,700. Long-term loan is the debenture 1,40,000. You have shown in the working note. Then current liabilities and provision 2,12,850. Totally it is 11,21,550. Come back to asset side. Non-current asset, fixed asset, tangible fixed asset number 5, 7,71,250. Current asset, trade receivable, BR and debtor 2,54,800. Inventory means closing stock, it is 60,000. Cash available 35,500. Total it will tally 11,21,550. So what we have to do here, you have to learn the note number and what are the items comes under note number. You have to learn. Little bit lengthy but easy. Only you have to learn the format. Once you learn the format, only fill up the blank. So one question will come from the examination of point two. So better to learn the format and put into format. Hope, and they will give the trial balance and adjustment. Go through the adjustment, trial balance and the working note. So if you go through the note now, it is very easy to do the problem now. Hope you understand. I say best of luck in the coming examination. Hope will do well and bring the good name to the institution and your parents and your teacher. Okay, once again I will say best of luck in the examination.